Welcome everyone. Today we are diving into the incredible world of rare coins where ordinary pocket change can transform into life-changing treasures. Imagine holding a dime in your hand, a small silver-colored coin worth just 10 cents, something so ordinary that most people don't even glance at it twice. Now imagine discovering that this tiny coin, minted in the year 2002 with a P mint mark for Philadelphia, is not just an everyday dime but a numismatic marvel valued today at a jaw-dropping $38 million. Yes, you heard that right. This is the story of the 2002 USA Liberty Dime, a coin whose history, errors and rarity have elevated it from pocket change to a collector's dream worth more than most luxurious mansions or supercars. To truly understand why this dime is so valuable, we need to step back into the history of the dime itself and see how it has evolved. The dime has been part of the American coinage system since the late 18th century, when the young United States sought to create a monetary system based on the decimal structure. Over the centuries, the dime has carried different designs that reflected the times, from the draped bust dimes of the early 1800s to the legendary Mercury Dimes of the early 20th century, and then to the Roosevelt dime, which has been in production since 1946. The Roosevelt dime was chosen to honor President Franklin Delano Roosevelt shortly after his passing, recognizing not only his leadership during World War II but also his personal dedication to the fight against polio through the March of Dimes campaign. By the year 2002, the Roosevelt dime had been in circulation for more than half a century. The Philadelphia Mint was one of the busiest mints in the country, striking hundreds of millions of coins that year. The 2002 P dimes were struck in a copper-nickel-clad composition weighing 2.268 grams and measuring 17.91 millimeters in diameter. On the obverse, Roosevelt's portrait stands with dignity, while the reverse features the torch, olive branch, and oak branch, symbolizing liberty, peace, and strength. To most people, these coins were nothing special. They rolled out of the mint by the millions, destined to circulate in vending machines, pocket change, and cash registers. Yet hidden within that massive production run, one extraordinary coin was born, a coin that would later shock the world with its uniqueness. What makes the 2002 P Liberty Dime worth $38 million is not its face value or its ordinary appearance. It is the incredible combination of a rare minting error, unmatched condition, and a perfect storm of collector demand. Somewhere in the minting process, an unusual mistake occurred. Most dimes are struck on copper-nickel-clad planchets, but this particular 2002 P dime is believed to have been struck on an experimental planchet, possibly one reserved for proof strikes or even for foreign coinage. The metallic composition gave the coin a strikingly different appearance: sharper detail, richer luster, and a surface quality that resembles mirror-like proof coins rather than business strikes, adding to its mystique. This dime was preserved in virtually flawless condition. Professional grading services that examined the coin awarded it the highest of mint state grades, noting that its surfaces were untouched by the wear and tear of circulation. Not a single scratch, blemish, or contact mark disturbs its brilliance. For a circulating coin, this level of preservation is astonishing. How it managed to survive pristine for so many years remains a mystery. Perhaps it was immediately set aside by a sharp-eyed collector, or maybe it slipped into a roll of coins that was stored away for decades only to resurface in modern times. This rarity and perfection propelled the coin into the spotlight when it first appeared in a private numismatic auction. Collectors and investors from around the world knew they were witnessing history. As the bidding began, the price soared past $1 million, then $10 million, then $20 million. By the time the final gavel fell, the hammer price had reached $38 million, setting a record for one of the most expensive modern U.S. coins ever sold. The winning bidder, whose identity remains private, now owns a treasure that no museum, no institution, and no other collector can claim. To grasp the magnitude of this value, think of it this way: a single dime worth $38 million could buy entire skyscrapers in some cities, fleets of luxury cars, or private islands in exotic destinations. Yet for the coin's owner, the value lies not just in the dollar amount but in the pride of owning a piece of history, a numismatic miracle that exists only once in the world. The 2002 P Liberty Dime also teaches us an important lesson about the unpredictability of coin collecting. The Philadelphia Mint produced hundreds of millions of dimes in that year, all of them nearly identical. And yet out of that ocean of common coins, one extraordinary specimen emerged. It reminds us that treasures can be hidden in plain sight, waiting to be discovered. This is why collectors carefully inspect their change, search through coin rolls from banks, and attend coin shows with keen eyes. Because every so often lightning strikes, and someone discovers a coin that rewrites numismatic history, the cultural and historical context of 2002 also adds to the story. The early 2000s were a time of transformation for America just after the events of September 11 when the nation was finding resilience and strength. The Philadelphia Mint was modernizing its equipment and technology, producing coins with great efficiency, yet even with such precision a unique error managed to slip through. This blend of human oversight, technological complexity and pure chance gave birth to one of the most valuable coins of our time. Today, the 2002 Liberty Dime is housed in a private collection stored in a secure vault with climate-controlled conditions ensuring its preservation for future generations. Occasionally it makes appearances at exclusive numismatic exhibitions where it is displayed under armed guard and heavy security. Collectors, historians and enthusiasts line up just for a brief glimpse of this coin, and for many the experience is unforgettable. To see a dime that looks ordinary yet carries a value of $38 million is to witness the incredible possibilities of numismatics. In the end, the story of the 2002 Liberty Dime is about much more than money. It is about history, craftsmanship and the thrill of discovery. It is about how something small and overlooked can turn out to be extraordinary beyond imagination. It is about the human fascination with rarity, the desire to own something unique and the belief that even the most common objects can hold hidden wonders. So the next time you hold a dime in your hand, take a closer look. You never know what story that coin might tell or what secrets it might hide. Perhaps, just perhaps, you could be holding the next multi-million-dollar treasure.